Lower, he spotted out FNX. He's got him covered over towards the window side.
They're trying to split upon the site. FNX is going to be under so
First
much pressure and still gets away with a pick. Pwn alone trades it out almost immediately.
Okay, well, risky business as Ben, the in-game leader of this ship, looking to go lead towards ramp. He's got one on the docket.
He's also cutting off rotations. So the extra player playing from hell right now can't get down to that lower side to help out the teammates, and Ben Lead will stop Fallen from getting any further.
Swing.
DJ to the headshot, Vinny down, and now 2 players left for Imperial. They've slipped their way into the site, but really getting this one done seems almost impossible with Party Astronauts having players all over the shop. Fizz to the headshot and Fur, and now Bolts on the way out the door gets taken out by DJ. Party Astronauts have the pistol.
Yeah, and here's one of the things to steam on in. Could be some dramas. Fallen with a nice shot. Viz, the low player, falls 4-on-4.
DJ's gonna hold, now swing out. The CT is trying to pull another kill back, but DJ, he bets FNX, but Fallen, his scout is finding scalps. And now Houston, we do have a problem.
Okay, 3-on-3. John G and DJ very, very low on this. The bomb to get planted, open side. But Ben's gonna have to fight his way out. Only one with health here.
Ben Lead holds. Nothing overextending yet, and a shot from Fur goes right to the head of DJ. Now Mac-10 having to fight from multiple angles, and it's out of ammo. To the USP has to go. Ben Leet looks above him. Scalp not found just yet, but eventually will spot the peak, and Fur comes down again. It is just John G with the AK, and he's on 10 HP. Defuse has been tapped, not being stuck. This time it will be stuck. John G not swinging out, letting the time run a little bit down, and now lines them up nearly, but Fallen to the shot, realizes no time left, and Fallen has to flee.
Great clutch there from John G, understanding the situation, aware that a kit very unlikely in this scenario, counts it through, peeks on out, takes the diffuser off the bomb, and picks up the second split here. So this is really on Vinny's position to lock down the main crawl.
Oh, good peek there. Vinny's going to go down.
Great awareness.
Now they start to worry. They can be pushed in multiple different positions. And Fallen goes towards door, into the wide he goes. And Bolts now, he's actually dropped back towards the back of Mushroom, as Jack calls it. And a couple of kills found for Bolts.
Yeah, look, some odd names for the different boxes on this map once upon a time. I don't even know what the common call would be. The single box in the site.
Back box.
Well, FNX, he's been good in the clutch. He's going to have to be great now.
1 versus 2 to deal with the different levels of elevation, but he has found DJ just swinging out alone. Heaven player now left. Viz, he doesn't know where he is here, FNX. And Viz can bide his time. The pressure, it's on FNX to try and figure out the Heaven player. He has limited the position at least towards Hut, but FNX is starting to run out of time. He needs to get towards it, has to realize where it's planted. Now confirmed into the fight. Viz confirms that he's not sticking it, and FNX dropping back. Not enough time now. Has to try and run away, and Viz looks to hunt him down towards the end. FNX will get away with his life, and just about will carry that over. 5 in a row for Party Astronauts.
Top split.
And yeah, it's going to be a play forward.
Hello.
He's opened it up. Vinny not in the right position, and now Bolts up in the rafters. Has to use the distraction of FNX. They're still going to check Bolts, but he'll come out with 1. Fur now moving around main, but his barrel spotted, and John G preemptive on the spray. Thought he had a chance, but Fur decided to stop walking, and that keeps him alive for the time being.
John G's going to come through this. He is a madman.
Mad versus mad, and it's John G that takes down Fur on this side of things. FNX versus Fallen in terms of trying to get back in, and FNX drops on down, and he'll take Ben Leet's life. Now the AK picked up, rattling shots into the chest, but it's the wraparound from John G.
Viz needs to live. John G on this flank right here is doing so much work for the team. Fallen, he's prepared for this.
Oh, he's ready.
He's ready. My God.
He's going to check it. Oh, okay. Scopes in, takes down John G. And now Viz versus Fallen in the 1v1. Tap has drawn him into the open, but Viz will confirm with a jump peek and draws Fallen into the fight. Viz with a headshot. 6 rounds to Party Astronauts.
Huge round to win right there.
A bit of an off angle. They're not going to be ready for this, and that's going to set up 2 picks, and FNX drops down into the ramp. Now Vinny charges through the door and ends up getting caught by Ben Leet's patient play in lobby. So that kill at least drawn back. Still Imperial hold the advantage.
You have to close this one, though. FNX has done a great job there. He stuck around for the second, picks it on up, gives the team an opportunity, and then Vinny throws one away, trying to constrict the amount of room available. DJ is looking to regroup here with Ben, who is going around the world, so they still have some options with 30 seconds left.
Molly forces the CT vent play, and that's the kill drawn back. Now we're at a 2v2 impasse, 23 seconds left. Fur from Heaven, a strong position, still with 100 HP.
FNX is hearing this.
Fur has got the HE lined up.
Heading the wrong side.
It's going to go down. It's going to be an underhanded. And it's going to remove DJ. Now it's just Ben Lee. And he's committing to the plant, but that molly's going to keep him alive for just the time being. A plant will be confirmed, but not the round. Imperial will get it back.
Great stuff from Fur. And really good understanding from Fur there as well, because one of the key points...
Well, Vinny is having a rough time. He has been blinded. Now going a bit aggressive, trying
there
to
he
fight.
is.
It's going to work out, but Vinny gets traded out. The Creed comes through. Now Fur moving into the midst of the smokes, decides not to go much further. Ben Lead is in towards Garage. He's got the bomb on his back here.
Very committed, isn't he? Has a bit of a gap, has a bit of a timing, and knows it was Vinny and not Fur. And now he knows where Fur is. Ben isn't going to get the kill. The bomb's loose. That's a calamity right there.
Well, Fur having a big round. Now DJ spots out bolts. Good little shoulder beat to get that information out.
They need to get this bomb back, though. 35 seconds, time of the essence. And down the vent into Fallen. Viz, what is that?
That is so frustrating for Fallen. Now back to the 2v2, but FNX swings out from heaven. Kill onto DJ. Now Viz charging towards the bomb. They know they have to come into the peak, and Fur will get it done with the Itchy. A massive round from Fur. The spin around him. The Itchy goes into the mix. They're going to run it down, and FNX, he's ready to shut it all down. 3 kills. Finally runs out of ammo, but the damage has been inflicted onto every single player. They're walking wounded right now, party astronauts. FNX, like an asteroid, just lands right between them.
Yeah, he's done great there. Done exactly what you need, and the rest should just be peeled apart. Fallen again. Grabs another frag, and this one should be scooped up to 18 points of health for DJ. He goes down, and it's 10-5. So recovered somewhat here for Imperial. It's not the end of the line just yet, but till now, smoke, flashes, Molotov, P250 for Vinny. And over towards A, they seem to crumble. Hold up, that is a lot of nades to be gone immediately. Big kill from Jonji.
The astronauts holding the advantage, but how long can they really hold it? Faced under so much pressure by the flash and CT vent. This is scrappy, but it's all coming out in favor of Imperial. It's now just DJ left alone at Heaven. He has got a kit and a smoke in his back, but 4 players to find and collect. It's just not really too realistic here.
And this is the beginning of the comeback. I can't believe Jonji's pushed and gotten that kill, and then the round has completely fallen apart from there. DJ trying to battle, but up close and personal. Fur will grab another kill. Starting to whir into action now, Fur. He's a bit of a shotgun specialist here, this man. On the mag 7, jumping towards the door. Viz cannot overstep the mark. He pushes out. He goes down. Sketchy spray. DJ trades. Vinny, he could be here to try and clean this one up, but getting away before it gets out of control. Now, this position from Pone alone. The swag 7 is perfect here, Dinko.
It's the perfect position to get the headshot. Nails it right onto Fur. Now looking for the follow-up, and close to it. But Bolts is quick in the headshot. He's down to 29. He is softened up. And this puts Party Astronauts in a position where they can certainly pull this off.
There's going to be some AKs to pick on up here if they get these last 2 kills. Look how low Bolts is. It's down to Fallen to try and give them an avenue back on in. This is not an easy round to win here for Imperial, and it's a big round to lose.
Fallen is letting Bolts make the maneuver. Letting Bolts try and figure out, can he find this pick towards Warehouse? Is it safe to cross out? And Jonji has got the angle to try and spot Bolts as he crosses on over. Bolts isn't going to check it. Oh, it's a free kill. Jonji, he's right in front of him. Finally recovers the deagle. And now 1 versus 3. The nerves of Jonji, I'm sure, flying. But confirms the kill. And now Fallen has to clutch this one. Goes into the back. Jonji able to confirm 2 kills. So, little scary for him. Of Pone alone. Yeah, get down a dodge. You do not want to be caught in the midst of those doors. You can drop back and play from ramp. You can maybe find a pick on the way out here and stay alive for a potential retake. If he finds one here, it is a 4v4. If he gets the pick, it's back into the 4v3, and you can even play retake if you want, but given the fact they're not using utility, he can just hold for it again.
Yeah, they still have to account for...
Oh, okay.
Well, I was going to say still have to account for Vinny. Don't worry about it. Pone alone's just going to kill everybody. Fur just steps on in. The time biggest issue. Vinny's not going to find anything as he crawls very slow across the yard position. So, yeah, you're bang on. Time is the biggest issue here, and looking good for the 14th round of play. Damage on the way out the door, maybe for Imperial, but they need to get into these fights. Otherwise, they might die after time.
Are they saving their AKs?
I think they are. Okay. Well,
there's no utility for next round.
No. FNX can buy something, right? Fur can buy Fallen. Well, this could be massive. They're just going to hit the brakes and wait for re-aggression. Viz, just stay alive.
No
Don't go down. Allow your teammate to work.
He's going into the fight. It's worked out for a pick. No swing yet. Needs to be careful. He does get away. And this now sets up distraction. They focus on the door play, and Jonji can even get behind as they're focused on Viz's position.
Oh, they're going to slink their way. Is it going to be a vent play here?
They found the opening.
For now.
Jonji's still coming around. Wrapping around the back. Missed shot from Pone alone. But now Jonji needs to go. Needs to pull the trigger. He's found one. Vinny will hit the deck, and now they're down the vent.
Okay, well, this rotation from Ramp here, Bolt still holds onto this key piece of real estate. They've chased him down the vent. They understand the situation here. 2v2 situation, and they're not checking the corners.
Knife out! Oh, Bolts eventually gets the pick. Now it's Jonji. A 1 versus 2 needed. Incendiary goes to force the wider fight. Flash goes in. Fur will be forced wide, but now gets behind cover. It goes into the fight. Jonji close to it. A real opportunity, but Party Astronauts will not pick up their 15. Still can't believe Jonji's not Fur.
I can't either. Like, that's crazy. Like, the margin for error, extremely high. Fur could turn around at any moment.
He even turns to the point where he hits the threshold where the right click doesn't kill immediately. Oh, God, there's just so many ways that could have gone wrong. But opponent alone going to be holding Squeaky. Smoke goes down to man DJ. He has to focus on the door play out, and he will recover for just a single kill. It's been cleared out. Opponent alone burns away 1. Bomb now being planted towards the back of the site. And Jonji, he can stop it, he will. 13 seconds left. Jonji goes to close, and he's done it. 15 rounds now for Party.
Nice nade.
Yeah, Bentley tosses that in towards Decon. It's open wide. Ponalone removes that FNX and denies the plan.
To be in.
Surely this is done now. Astronauts in a very good position here to have the party. Fallen and Fur. 2 versus 3. Rifle picked up here for Fur.
Fallen will be able to get 1-2 in a moment as this smoke starts to fade. You can see him creeping on out. There should be some guns on the ground. Just trying to scoop those up, so tossing it across. Both going to get something juicy into their hands, and both operating here with silenced M4s. Now together, with a minute on the clock, the bomb is loose. It is being fortified towards this lower side. How do you break into this one? Oh. Jump the corner, smoke just lands. That's going to buy roughly 20 seconds. And now the fact that they're together makes this one feel worse. Jonji peppering on through to see if he can find them being tricky on the fade. Looks like they're going to nade towards the stairs with 2. Both positions given away, no damage done, and this should be over.
Well, Ponalone holding for the swing out into the open just for left, and Ponalone will close. First map of this best of 3 is taken. Viz is just waiting for the time to peek up. His head will go over the top, and FNX no longer attached. And now, well, Viz will be forced out of play. Vinny's kill removes the need for the molly, and DJ is trying to hold from the side. He's done very well to get another.
How's he alive?
He's still alive!
Oh, DJ!
And DJ's just holding down the fort. He's bought enough time for the rotation back from Jonji. He's going to go into the mind games. He's going quickly towards the door. Vinny forced off the plant, and Vinny into the fight. 15 seconds left. Jonji's just playing with him, and he's gone in for the headshot. At Party Astronauts have the pistol, and it's done in style from DJ. Down.
Denied!
Smoke comes in, 20 seconds, Imperial are going to run out of time, and they realize now, get the flashes out. We have to run through the smoke. And there goes the Incendiary down, so if they run out, they have to go into the fire. It is an absolute mess here for Imperial, and it's even worse now. Their blood decorates the floor, and it's all being shut down with a scout of Ponalone, and on the way out, Fallen hits the deck to the P250. It is Vinny with the AK as they now swarm him from the lower tunnels.
He's going to die after time!
He's going to die after the time! It's a nightmare, $350 left. This is a terrible start for Imperial.
Jonji positions himself towards Goose. He's tucked in time. He spots one, steps out, spams, and goes down.
A little bit of an overcommitment there for Jonji. Ponalone now has to hold the back of the side. Potential opening here. Oh, and these are the kind of mistakes.
Not like this.
They can let Imperial back into this.
Fur's going to have one here on the flank too. Look at DJ. No idea. No idea. Not accounting for it at all.
Well, Ben Leet looks to try and recover this mess. Oh! Okay, Bolts. Lightning bolt to the head of Ben Lee.
What a rubbish round to lose after a perfect in the previous. Now they have to save. They do find Fur. It is a 3-on-2. Maybe they want to go for this.
Yeah, they have a lot of time here, Chad. And Vinny's up towards short. He could go down very quickly with his flash play. This is going to be right in towards him, but so smart to go for the proactive push before the flash comes in and puts it all down to DJ.
This will be some clutch.
Yeah, he's got the molly.
Time's a problem here. I don't know if he can go for this.
Yeah, it is a big problem now. And fall into the headshot. Well, it was a nightmare start for Imperial. Luckily, a little bit of a...
Called it now. He's in no man's land. Needs help.
He's back again. Now Smoke goes down to give him a bit more time. If they throw mollies in, it won't be effective in forcing him out. And he now gets a wider angle to throw utility into the side himself. FNX is down for trying to push forward and actually catches a position to take down Ponalone. But look at Bolt on the other side of things. He's even getting a flank going. And in tandem with Fur, he'll take 2 kills. And now Jonji hits the deck. It's just one left. It's Ben lead in the 1 versus 3. And this will be immense if he can get into a position that even looks winnable. And that is unlikely. Shut down Vinny with the... given usually mid to B would have at least one player up in towards the tunnels, right? So, yeah, it is curious what they're going to pull off here.
20 seconds here.
Not a lot of time. It feels like it has to be B now, right?
20 seconds.
Well, there's the peek from Fallen. That's going to take Viz out. Now they do go up to B, up through the ramp, and DJ, he turns, but he's not going to get a single kill. That's the round done.
I don't think Party Astronauts could quite believe their eyes in all of this here.
So
what did we just lose to? 3 players walked out mid to B on contact. They had full long control. And that's going to be the 5th for Imperial.
Strange round.
Yeah, well, if it works, it works. That's a bit odd right there, isn't it? And DJ still had that smoke, so I don't think the information was all there because he could have smoked off doors, he could have stayed alive, and as we were discussing, you would always be expecting a player through the upper tunnels. So an odd one there will win Imperial their 5th. It doesn't matter how you get them on the board, but Pwn alone attempting to save this over towards Goose.
So problems now for Party Astronauts are, right, you're not really winning that long control, so you might have to commit more resources there early, but then again, now you've seen that mid is a weakness and there's some holes there. You are going to be spread thin. Pwn alone would love to save this rifle. They're putting some pressure on him on the way out. Nice, they will find him with the itchy.
Yeah, good stuff there from Bolt. FNX is coming over too, so this is almost a given. Is he going to stay? Oh, he does.
Oh. Pwn looks up. Oh, gets
Nice
put it out by
shot.
Bolts. And now the charge into B might work out. DJ, he's going to be tasked with holding from Car. It's a difficult position to really get the most out of it when it comes to multi-kills. But luckily, Viz has come over to try and help him out. DJ has to get a pick here. Flash is good. Still able to recover. Now drops back in, and Viz is helping him out. They're shutting it down. Fallen, at least fighting back. It's one on Viz as the AWP looks to lurk over the top, but just can't get the fight. Still a bit of time here. Desperately, Fallen is waiting for his teammate to come back and help. That smoke fades away. A door missed shot from Fallen. And it is for El.
A bit more vision, less first scales, window, smoke, flash, mollied out of position. Good shot from Pwn alone.
Now he has to focus on the tunnels as well. He has got his teammate playing behind Car, but FNX coming to clear it, but DJ will best him in the duel. And now Pwn alone at the back of the site picks up another one with the AWP. It's down to 2 single players for Imperial to try and work their way through this B site, and they still have to deal with a Car.
2 on 2.
Yeah, they found those kills, and now it's back to an equilibrium. Viz tries to peek out. Commitment to the plant is difficult here. But Ben the lead, he's got the timing. Fallen not looking the right way, but Bolts is holding it. He still goes down, and now Fallen caught between a rock and a hard place, and they will bash him and smash him and take the round.
They will need to keep a lid on. The closer they get to that 16 mark, it's about not letting that boil over, not letting them lose to that emotion, because it sounds crazy to say that, but this is going to mean so much. Here they come again. B, one more time.
Rinse and repeat. The B site tested yet again, but DJ, he's passed with flying colors with 1. Viz swings out from the window, so 2 for 1. The Party Astronauts picking it apart. They're even ready for Vinny in mid. It's just a single player left, and it's all done. They've shut it down again.
Why this B bomb site? Time and time have to stay long with Ben. They're out.
The Ben can take one.
Dinked.
Oh, he has been dinked and put under pressure, but that just sets up Jonji. And Jonji will remove Fallen, but first on the goddamn site, he's found him looking the wrong way. Couple of kills here for Imperial, and now, well, it's that Party Astronauts down to 3 players.
This A bomb site just feels so much more susceptible. Imperial, you've been just knocking on the wrong door. The answers have been here all along, and now Bolts, the madman, on an absolute flank to lock this round down and tie things up 7 apiece. Nobody's accounting for it. Nobody's looking.
He's creeping closer and closer with vicious intent. He's in behind them. He has them lined up. Assassination to the first, and Bolts will stay alive. It's going to set up distraction. It's going to set up a waste of time, and Viz has gone back, but another one found. Time not enough, and Viz has to concede. Oh, this is a nightmare again, Imperial. This short play keeps working for them.
Yeah, this is excruciating right now.
Smoke fades away. For holding, gets information that they are crossing his way, and still loses the fight. Viz will take him out and now puts more pressure on Vinny towards the back of his B site. He's alone. He has to fend off an attack from tunnels and the window. Vinny desperately being spread thin, but still able to get away with a double. They transfer down from window to the site and now knows exactly where Ben lead is. The USP finishes off the job.
Vertigo when you have people playing aggressive ramp is the safety net position. Car, another one, double nades into the B rush. Bolts lines them up, knocks them down. 3 dead in seconds.
We've seen this
one's done.
We've seen this before, Chatter. Last game we've seen Bolts get the exact same play. 3 down in the tunnels through the smoke as they try and rush him. B side is closed when Bolts is around. And Ben leads and DJ, they swing double into Fur and they will get him. But again, recovery this round, impossible really.
Yeah, it is feeling very bleak here. Great showing from Imperial. Loving what we're seeing here on Dust 2. Showing us that on their home court advantage, they are one to be trifled with.
Should just fall back here. have noticed, you know, Fallen is so successful in the Brazilian esports scene that he's sponsoring his own team.
Yeah, so I heard Davey talking about this yesterday. I don't know how many people are familiar, but Fallen has his own brand of gear. And he sells all the peripherals. So I guess if you wanted to check it out, you could just...
It reminds me of the UFC with Conor McGregor, you know, advertised his own whiskey brands.
Yeah.
His fights.
I think he sold the company. Did he sell the company?
I don't know. I know he opened up a pub in Dublin.
Yes.
And he sells it there. So like the main thing he's got going on.
I'll look into this. You take care of the important stuff.
All right, well, DJ, a 1v3. Potential here, 30 seconds. Bowman is back. Smoking, great. Has a big gap for him to try and cross with. Fallen plays close. Again, there's one short as well here, so he has a lot to clear. And Fallen's pushing, wrapping around the backside. DJ taps the bomb, and that should only be his death sentence. He's trying to get the angles, but 15 seconds left. The time will start to tick on down, and DJ will be removed. Vinny removes him from the round itself, and this might open up a chance for Bolts to catch the distracted Alper. Finally gets the info. Bolts now trying to maneuver and engineer a way to get that pick, as he will find it over on the other side of things. Jonji down in mid has taken out Fallen, and for the last remaining player up on short. By process of elimination, Jonji will see it. Oh, how has he not got that?
Hopefully no one saw.
No one's seen it. There's no one watching Jonji. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, and further, this one may head to overtime, but it needs to start right here, right now. 4 players towards A, battening down the hatches, deep nade.
And now the rifle of Fallen commits to the angle and gets away with 2. Finally traded out by Ben Leet. Back to a 3v3 yet again. And the pressure continues towards A long. But
first pushing here.
Yeah, 2
Flash
players.
is coming.
And it's going to be setting Fur up for the swing. Out he goes into the fight, but loses it. And now Vinny's missed shot. They know exactly where that AWP is playing from.
They're tucked into pit. They mollied him out. They want him to fight, and he does. Pwn will get the kill. Vinny down. Just Bolt, the last man standing. Does he want to give this one a go?
Yeah, well, the money's gone if they lose this round, of course. So Bolt's... he's into the mix. He's got the rifle in hand. A player that certainly is capable of winning clutches of this magnitude. But Astronauts are not going to let slip. They're not going to make the mistakes. They're not going to overextend. They're so disciplined. Still waiting towards long. They know they just have under a minute left. Would be to send us to 3. Burrs trying to do some damage on the cross. Bomb now down. Fallen with the initial pick, and it's all crumbling at the wayside here for Party Astronauts. Just Pwn alone, diving in with 9 seconds.
Push.
Teammate beside him.
Got a plan, they got a plan.
They have to plant right now, and they will have the time. Suddenly a chance now. Thrusted out of nowhere. Pwn alone placing Goose. DJ committed to the site in front of him.
There's a late long flank.
Pwn alone is aware. You can see just tentatively approaching it. Now DJ goes proactive into the short fight, wanting to draw the kill back. He will go down, and now Pwn alone. A clutch alone, perhaps antagonized by desperation. He might pull off this clutch. Oh! It's nearly the flick up to the right side, but Bolt's headshot will land right between the eyes, and map 3 will be needed to see which team is heading to the major.
Whoa, it got close there, didn't it? The bomb getting dropped on the cross, so much damage done. The clock coming back to haunt.
Pick up one of the QR codes, I'm sure will be on screen at some point throughout this one. But Imperial, as Chad was saying, CT start for them. We'll see if they can get off to a good start. Their CT sides have been pretty solid so far.
Yeah, and if they can keep manufacturing ways to get Fallen into these opening picks, it's going to be difficult for Party Astronauts to battle back with number disadvantages on a map like Inferno. But into the pistol, 4 players top mid, 1 player over towards B. But don't worry about B, it's all mid. The fight, all 5 up they come past the line of sight, and the biff is on. But no one landing shots until FNX and Fallen find 2.
Yeah, significant numbers here right now for Imperial, and just the sheer force stops the push through top mid for Party Astronauts. Now Ben Leet's got to figure out what he can do, what winning formula is available with the pieces he's got available, and they're damaged. They don't have a lot of utility on a couple of players, so they'll work with what they've got. John G looking to set up for a peek over the half wall, but just keeps getting flashed.
Yeah, this is harassment, isn't it?
Forces them back. And they've taken top banana control back here, Imperial, and they've put Fur in a position where he can actually get aggressive with a follow-up flash here if he wants.
Here it comes. They're lining it up.
Oh, this could be a nasty finish to the round. Fur goes into the open. They're low, remember. It's actually Bolts has found that first, and somehow Fur doesn't get a single kill. Bolts actually doubles up, and Fallen swings out for the last. It is Jonji who is the remaining pit. Inferno can often be a talking point when you look at this guy on this map. He's taken down DJ. Vinny's now trying to hold this side because his teammate's gone down without a single kill. It's done. You have to save this one.
Great stuff, and I say big miss for Fallen there. He gets that kill, retake's probably on to become a bit more of a manageable situation. Yeah. But the fact that they are unable to profit off the back of that,
a couple of moves that look good for Imperial, but just didn't quite hit the mark exactly, and Party Astronauts just take it.
Looked like Party Astronauts were ready for that flash peek as well, because they, as soon as the flash goes off, they both swing from either side of the stairs. So ready for that type of info play. Lulled on in and drawn into that one was FNX. So unfortunate for him, but score does read 4-1 in a moment's time. The Astronauts will get on the board here. Now, I think that this game in the first half is definitely going to be a bit more save heavy, right? We've already seen Jonji save the AK in a couple of rounds. We're now seeing Imperial save their rifles. But once we get onto the second half, if this game is close, right place, right time.
Oh, Fallen, how? Hasn't taken the kill. Vinny now set up with an opportunity to deal with the top mid push, and he's done very well in taking down 2 players. Goes back out. Oh, that's ridiculous. On the spin back, Ponalone lands the shot on Vinny. Maybe that keeps the dream alive in this round.
Look at the time, though.
Yeah, that is a problem. Oh, but, okay, Ponalone with a bit of magic in the AWP now. Inside of the side is Fallen. And this time he can't miss. This time he won't. Shot connects on DJ, and Ponalone will be put in the ground. Fallen removes him. A little bit of style.
Pone's ahead of this. Pone's picking. I think Pone's been spotted on the jump. Gets a tag, but that's it.
Oh, just a tie, but Jonji rapidly racing.
They know there's 2 more here.
To the second pick, and they have to know significant numbers stand here. They still have time, but they're still committing to this. Bolt has found the head of DJ. Now Vinny goes through the smoke. Bentley stops him from getting any further, but initial damage already done for Imperial. Bolt hides behind the smoke. He's so significantly damaged because of the shot from Ponalone mere moments ago, but Bolts is still alive and still sprinkling damage. Denies the plant. Viz has to come off. Puts it up on top of the coffins instead. And now a 2 versus 3 in the post plant.
Hard round to win now. Viz is half. I know Bolts is low, but they're flashing. They're pushing forward.
So many flashes. So many flashes, but Viz still holds it. Now it's down to a 1v2, and Bolts has to come into the fight, and they read his position. Bentley brings him down, and Party Astronaut
go towards Banana here early, giving us a bit of a Zywoo-esque maneuver. Aggressive flashed, and the shot hit. First down.
Yeah, Ponalone with a lightning fast start, but Bolts is hunting down the AWP. He will find him in the corner behind the logs, and Vinny through the smoke. Oh, what a disaster. This is the worst start possible for Party Astronauts to lose their advantage and lose the 2 picks like that.
Look at all the util that's being used here from an Imperial in the early gates just to make sure that there's no push. They only got to smoke a couple flashes left on over. If Astronauts can react quite quickly or even regroup and execute, they can get a 2-2, or sorry, a 2v3 fight on either side of the map. Sure, they lost out in that exchange in Banana. They've just thrown some util towards A as a bit of a fake here. So they've used a lot. They need to get up Banana and quite quick smart here. Ben leading the charge, calling the troops. If they go on this, it's 2v3 on B.
It looks like they're going for it. It looks like they're committing to it. The strength in numbers here for the T side. But Vinny, usually so good, so intelligent how he plays the coffins. He's just looking for that 1 pick, and he's got it. Now they don't check Bolts. The initial kill strong. The setup is good. And the wide swing out from Bolts, forced into the open by utility. A lack of info.
They're fighting. They're picking. They're looking.
Yeah, the information coming back in the mid-play. Fallen goes out, gets 2. The significant force is cut here for Astronauts, as now they need to recover some control of this round with 30 seconds left. They want to take top mid, want to try and fight brackets, but Fallen is here, and he has got his friends alongside him. He's got multiple players over on this side of the map, and that makes it very difficult for Party Astronauts to crack open a hole.
Johnny's going to see the bat. Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore, but right now you still got to deal with the pit, and they're eventually going to have to try and force their way onto the site, dealing with this crossfire between them in the side. FNX strikes into action and topples 3 heads.
Beautiful stuff.
When called upon, hasn't really been needed a lot of the time because Vinny at the back of the site has done the initial job. Now FNX, more lead, mid uncomfortable, forced into the open. Because of that, will be open to Jonji, will remove him, and Vinny hits the deck inside of the site. Party Astronauts have fought their way through. They've skirmished and got the site.
Okay, retake right now. It is still possible here. Coming late up mid will be Fur. They've got kits. Fallen with the AWP has a flash and an incendiary here to try and make this one happen. And they're all going to be coming through the short side. Steps being made now. Bomb about to hit that halfway mark.
Now the Molly clears the back of the pit. Jonji has taken up position on the midi side of things, and Bolts hits the headshot straight away into the site. Jonji down, now just Bentley, and he cannot find enough power to close it. It will be Imperial who pull off the retake.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Simple stuff. Just walking up through shore. It felt way too easy.
Oh, but he's caught. Viz ready for the play. Commitment to the plan has not been stuck, and now they will pull it through. Can they close this out now, the Party Astronauts? They're into the 2v3 post plant. Viz's position known at the back of the site. They don't have a molly to clear this out. They only have a flash and an itchy on the Imperial side for the retake. Ponalone watches towards Ruins. They're now creeping closer to the side, and Ponalone with a headshot. He nearly gets the follow-up, but it's all on Viz. All the pressure on this young man's shoulders. He's got a headshot up against the Professor.
Oh, the nade missed.
Fallen on the other side. The nade does not connect. And Viz waiting. Shot goes out, drawing the time.
Oh.
Fallen gets it, gets back to the defuse. He's going to hold it through.
I can't believe it again. They almost get away with this B site take, right? They did it earlier. I said it wasn't sustainable.
I've got DJ that will alleviate the pressure for the Boiler player, and Viz should be set up here for a nice shot. Fur gives him a fighter's chance, and Viz doubles up. Elsewhere, Ben Lee getting one lovely shot from Viz as the bomb down, and now Vinny in the 1 versus 4. He'll slip the long smoke, comes through. Oh, lovely shot as well.
That?
Now Vinny looking for one towards Arches. Don't want to give this guy too many chances. It is his map for a reason. No one looks, and Viz turns. Oh, crazy pistol, but Viz.
Party on this B bomb site, but it is just MP9s to lock it down. The execute being lined on up, and that's the opening kill. Jonji's gone. The bomb site's open.
And the smoke couldn't come down, so Ben lead his rotation. He has to get something done,
No.
but unable to do it. Bolts will remove him. And Party Astronauts, it is a little bit of a fumble over there. It is a bit of a nightmare.
Look at the smokes on the floor. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, they could have used them up, but just getting caught immediately. Jonji didn't have time to deploy. The walk-up from FNX trying to get involved does get found by Viz, and Ponalone has rattled away a kill. That's an AK, somewhat down. He couldn't actually get it with an E, so he doesn't have it in his hands right now.
But Viz is coming over. They could give this a go. Vinny's still low. 2
molly
players
as well.
over towards Banana. They can smoke it off.
They can. They've got multiple smokes as well. They've got flashes here. This could become a bit of a disaster. Falling, looking
through the smoke!
That is perfect. That's the foundation of the boost gone. Bolt stepping up the back of the side, and he knocks down every dream they had. The retake was starting to come together.
30 seconds.
It is very quick towards this B side.
Ponalone
has to be
They're
tested.
Going through it.
They go through the smoke, that flash. Ponalone from the back of the side. It is just a single kill, but a gap. A gap in the smoke has set up Jonji for the pick. And Fur now goes down, and the numbers still favor Party Astronauts thanks to the singular pill.
This has a flash.
Inside of the side, and they go through. FNX holds on, goes back in. A second collected for FNX. That bomb is down, and now it's all on Fallen. Galil in hand, 14 rounds. Lumen, if he can pull off the clutch, and he won't. Party Astronauts get back into the B site, and they're barreling towards the 9th round.
Okay, well, recovery in a big way. Pone getting 1 kill on the way in there was great. It was really suppressing utility. They're coming up, they're coming quick, spammed on through, damage done. Viz is in trouble.
Oh, Jonji now unchecked because of the distraction, and the MP9's got 2. And Sinderi going down, trying to slow this one, and Jonji nearly gets the kill through the smoke. Better weapon now upgraded to DJ in the pit. His teammates coming back to help him out, and Jonji leaping through the motor smoke back into the site. Imperial trying to charge forward, but DJ disallowing their safe access. And this one is much better. Bolts now into the clutch, and this one looks impossible. He's going to try and slip his way around the back. Nearly had a chance, but Jonji with a mega round.
Huge stuff from Jonji there.
Flash coming over the top, they're just going to send it, they're going to go. No smoke for CT, and Ponalone will happily collect it with the AWP.
How do you get past this now?
You have to walk past an AWP. Eventually they'll smoke it, and shot from Fur, Jonji down elsewhere, and now Ben lead at the back of the side, has got a lot of pressure, but FNX has cracked his skull wide open. In mid, there is a duel, DJ best Fur, and it's down to 2 here for Imperial.
DJ and Ponalone are so low. There's a real opportunity here. Fallen and FNX can win this. It's really going to be on Viz on the highest HP. There's kits in play.
From the back of Dark, FNX will take up position. Fallen more elevated, looking towards the coffins for the swing. They know where Fallen likely plays this from, but FNX is covering off his CT push forward, and now Fallen's turn, but he has not passed the test. FNX at the back of the site needs them to line up, and oh, it will be Viz to close it. Team kill in the midst, but to the defuse he will go, and Party Astronauts still in this. Now on Ponalone. Here's the fight in 2 fronts, and the call has been made. They're coming towards CT. Now spotted! Headshot for Fur. Now 3 players left for Party Astronauts to keep their major dream alive in this series. The flash goes in through the smoke.
Desperate.
Viz charges through. Fur has found it. And now 2 players left. It surely looks done. DJ gets one through the smoke. Vinny holds the banana play. Benleek needs this. Vinny's angle strong. And that should be it. DJ now with a 1v3 to stop Imperial from heading back to the majors, and they will head there. 16-12. Imperial are heading to Antwerp.
Beautiful stuff right here. They battled through. Big smiles on the faces here. It's not an MIBR level of celebration, but they have to be happy with this. A 3-map affair. We got everything we wanted and more here. The hugs are going to come on out, and that B bomb site. They pick their poison. They continue to fight and fight against Ben and Jonji, but they've done it. Imperial, this team, they've showed up, and there you go. There's the celebration that we're looking for. The support, the crew, they're here.